You need to know about the cross-sectional area of a circle in order to have a go at this worked example. So what I have here at first glance looks like quite a lot of information, but it's not too bad. First of all, it says that the resistance of a wire is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area of the wire. So we can take that whole sentence and basically just write it as R is proportional to 1 over A. That's all it's saying. We then have some information about a wire of a certain diameter and its resistance, and then we've got a second wire of the same length but a different diameter, and we need to calculate the resistance of this second wire. So if we know that R is proportional to 1 over A, what do we know about the relationship between the diameter and the area of a wire? Well, we know that the area is equal to pi d squared over 4, and therefore we can say that the area is proportional to d squared. Now we can put this back into this equation that we've just come up with over here to say that the resistance is proportional to 1 over d squared, or r d squared is equal to a constant value. So if you know the resistance and the diameter squared, you multiply the two things together and we'll always get the same value. Now thinking about these two wires, we've got the first wire and the second wire. So what we could say is that the resistance of the first wire times the diameter of the first wire squared is going to be a constant, which is also then going to be the same as the resistance of the second wire times the diameter of the second wire squared. So we know this, we know this, we can work out this, and that means we can work out this. So we can say that the resistance of that second wire is going to be equal to the resistance of the first wire, which is 20 ohms, multiplied by the diameter of that first wire squared. So that's going to be 0.84 squared. I'm going to leave it in millimetres because we're dividing it by another thing in millimetres. Now the second wire, it says it's got a diameter which is 0.11 millimetres smaller than that. So we're going to take 0.11 away from 0.84, which is 0.73. So that's the diameter of that second wire, and we're going to square that. So let's just work this out on the calculator. This gives me an answer equal to 26.48, so that's equal to 26 ohms to two significant figures, and that's kind of what we expect. We've got something with a smaller cross-sectional area, so we'd expect it to have a larger resistance. So in order to work out the answer here, we're kind of doing something with ratios, but also doing something with this equation here and relating it to the information we've been given in the question. So that was my approach to that answer of 26 ohms. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of a mini course which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.